Hello, everybody. How are we doing? It's a nice Monday evening, Monday morning, wherever you are. It depends wherever you are. And we are back. Today, we are going to discuss about one very, very stubborn Rúben Amorim. And it's also Ground Talk Live, where you get to have your views, have your say. And we are going to have a good show. A lot has been happening in the last 24 hours or so since United lost to City. And think people are not happy. There are reports that the players are also not happy. There is some dressing room leaks that have come up. And it's United. I mean, whenever things go wrong, you know that there will be some leaked news. So, I want to invite everyone who's on TikTok, everyone who's on Facebook, YouTube page, Karibu Sana to the UKG stream. I'm already seeing some guys joining. Thanks, Wahi, for joining. Thanks, Kamingoi20 for joining. Ken, thanks for joining as well. Tiffany Kichenwea, thanks for joining. James Mew also, thanks for joining. And the guys on YouTube, I see you. Unfortunately, I can't see the names coming on, but I'm sure you are there. You're listening live. And let's get started. So, Rúben Amorim just did an interview after the match where he said that he won't change. And before we proceed, first activity of the day, Santos Ronald 719. Thanks for joining the UKG squad. Thanks for joining the UKG family. And Karibu Sana. We are always glad to welcome new guys to the stream, new guys to the community. This is where we love United. We talk everything football. It's not only about United. We also talk about other teams. So, karibu sana to the UKG family. Yeah, so as I mentioned, it's always given that whenever United play, whenever United have results in, whether it's a win, whether it's a draw, whether it's a loss, you are guaranteed some drama. Some drama is always guaranteed, and it's something that is quite unfortunate when it comes to United, because City, we know that City was always going to be a tricky fixture. Yes, most of us were confident we will beat City, considering they've lost their 2 games. But if we are honest, a lot of teams will go to City and still lose. But it was United's turn. Any other team will go there and lose. Right now, we know that City are further ahead from us compared to how we are. Yeah, I'm trying to get the chat plugin working, so that's why you see me looking aside. So we know that City are further ahead in their development. We can't compare our squad with theirs. Their squad is further ahead in terms of their development. They have a better squad. They have a better midfield. But still, it doesn't negate the fact that Rúben Amorim made mistakes. And after the game, he was asked questions by the media, whether he's going to change his ways, whether he's going to change his tactics, he's going to change the system. And he did say that he's not going to change. And that's why we are discussing that today. Is Rúben Amorim right? Does he need to stick with the strategy, stick with the plan, stick with the formation, stick with the system until it works? Or does he look at the system, does he look at the formation and say, I don't have good players who can operate in this system, hence I need to change? So also get involved in the comment section. Let me know what you think. I'll also try to put up a poll on YouTube so that we can go there. Unfortunately, I can't be able to put a poll on TikTok. So I might ask guys on TikTok to go on YouTube, as well as guys who are watching on Facebook to go on YouTube and put in their poll there. Just to let me know. And Santos Ronald 719. Let me just call you Santos. You've just joined the UKG squad and you've sent us a hat. Legend. Thank you for that. God bless you. Salute to you. You are such a legend. So Rúben Amorim came out and said he's not changing. he's sticking to his philosophy, and if he wants to change, he will change. It's up to him to decide whether he will change or not. And he said that he will stick with it. If the club wants to change, then they have to change the man. Those were his words. And I just want to pull up the video where he actually said it so that we have a listen. And he was also asked about him not playing Bruno. And things didn't go quite well. The answers he was giving were not good. So I'll pull up the video so that all of us can see. So I hope that I won't get blocked for showing this. So let me just pull it up, make sure the audio is on, and let's have a listen what Rúben Amorim said. So
it's not a record that you should have in Manchester United. There are a lot of things that you have no idea what happened during these months, but I accept that. But I'm not going to change. When I want to change my philosophy, I will change. If not, you have to change the man. So, and we will talk about that every game that we lose. I don't believe in that in the system or whatever. I play my way, and I'm going to play my will until I want to change. It's not a record that you should have in Manchester United.
Yeah, and that's what Rúben Amorim said. He said he is not going to change. And it's a bad record that United have. And MKY with the first chat of the day. Such a legend, a regular on the show. It's always good to see you, MKY. You're saying, unpopular opinion, the system is okay, but we just lost that game due to bad defense. It's normal. I agree with you. There are some aspects where the players could have done better. There are some aspects where the manager could have done better. But overall, it was a poor showing on the management, on the team management, as well as the players. Today I had a few minutes, or let's say, let me not lie, I had a few hours just going back to rewatch the game, to watch some analysis videos, to listen to some of the YouTube channels that do analysis. I also like following them and getting a different perspective of the game. And it was quite clear. It was quite clear that Ugarte and Bruno are not suited to play in the number 8. And that's very obvious. And one of the things that was apparent across all analysis videos, post-match analysis videos that I watched, everyone was saying the same thing, that Bruno is an attacker. If you look at how we considered the first goal, he lost Foden. Because Foden was free. Ugarte moved up to close down Doku. And then Foden got that space. What Bruno was doing was he was looking at the ball, and that's natural for any attacker. We know that Bruno performs well as a number 10. He's been United's best player, best attacker, best attacking midfielder since he came to the club. He's been the best attacking midfielder in the Premier League since he came to the Premier League. So it doesn't make sense for him to play as a deep lying playmaker or a defensive midfielder. And Rúben Amorim's team, or Rúben Amorim's system, is not well suited to play in the 2. Because when I looked at that system, when I reviewed that game, and I started reviewing the game, the Arsenal game, watching that tactical analysis, watching the Fulham game, the Grimsby game, and also the Burnley game, it is apparent that these players are not aware of their roles. As much as we are not playing the players, or Rúben Amorim is not playing the players in their right positions, they also don't understand what they are supposed to do. For example, Dogu and Ahmad are supposed to close in whenever we lose the ball. One of the number 10s is supposed to drop deep to provide cover in the midfield. They don't do that. And one of the misses, or one of the players we missed in that Man City game was Cunha. Because if Cunha was there or Mount was there, it would have been a different game. But that happened. They were injured. There are times when all players will not be available. But at the end of the day, the midfield too needs support. You look at how we conceded the second goal, how we conceded the third goal. The defenders are supposed to push up to congest the midfield. But most of the time we were being caught out. It's just a simple pass to the back line. It becomes a counter, we are scored. And it only takes a team to realize that Manchester United are playing a two-man midfield, and then it becomes a big hole there. So one of the 10s is supposed to drop deep to provide cover, to provide an overload in the midfield. And yesterday, after the preview, or after the game in the review, in the match review I said that ideally the fullbacks are supposed to come into midfield to provide that overload. One of the 10s needs to drop down. Also, in terms of attack, the fullbacks need to go forward to provide an attacking overload. So we look at that game, and there are fundamental things that United are not doing. There are fundamental things that the players themselves are not doing well. For example, in defensive phases, we are supposed to be compact. Look at City. Whenever they lost the ball, they were quite compact at the back. When we lose the ball, we are not compact. How can we concede goals with 5 defenders in the box, in the defensive areas? And those are some of the basics that, as much as we say the system is not working, these players don't quite understand what they're supposed to do. Ugarte is not supposed to play a game. He's not supposed to be in there because he's not good defensively. He had a few moments, yes, a few good moments, yes. But overall, you look at all the 3 goals we conceded, he played a hand in it. When I went back to rewatch the game, he played a hand. He had a huge impact in us conceding those goals. He's supposed to stay in deep. He's supposed to be disciplined. Bruno as well was culpable to the goals we conceded. And it's one of the things that Amorim needs to have a sit down and actually question himself. Thanks to Mr. Julius Massive for dropping 100 likes on the UKG stream. You are a legend. Yeah, so those are some of the things that we need to discuss about, and also make sure you get into the chat. Let me know what you think. I want to make sure that everything is working perfectly, because today I want us to have a discussion. Lucius, thanks very much for joining the UKG family. Karibu sana to the UKG squad. You are our newest squad member. It's always good to have new members coming in. Yeah, so at the end of the day, I usually say that the coach needs to decide which team plays in terms of the strengths. When you're picking players, you should pick players based on their strengths. Are they good enough to play in that position? We know that Bruno is a good number 10. Cunha is a good number 10. Mbumo is a good number 10, but we don't have midfielders. Whether it's a 3-4-3 system, whether it's a 4-2-3-1 system, whether it's a 4-3-3 system, at the end of the day, we need to have a consistent midfield, and we need to be aware of what is actually happening on the pitch, that is in terms of the players. So for example, if we lose the ball, how are we reacting to it? How are we reacting to it? We lost the ball, the players are jogging back. One of the things that I found Bruno doing wrong, he was jogging back. One of the things I learned in my past life, I used to coach field hockey. And I remember in one of those certification courses that I attended, the facilitator or the instructor was telling us there are 2 ways to build a tactic. The first way is you look at the players you have, you develop a system, a formation or a tactic that suits the abilities of those players. So you look at the squad you have, you say this team is well suited to play, let's say, in a 4-3-3 or in a 4-2-3-1 or in a 4-4-2. And then you now maximize their potential, because those are the tools that the club has made available to you. You can't go to a club, they tell you, we can't sign players. So you look at them, you say, this is how we are going to be playing. Yeah, so the second way is you have your set formation, you have your set philosophy. Now you find players that will fit into that philosophy. And good examples are Amorim and Guardiola. Amorim has a set philosophy, he's option 2. So you buy players, fit them into that, similar to Guardiola. You have a set philosophy, you get the players that will come in and suit that philosophy. So I'm seeing a joint request from Lucius. Let me approve that. Let's hear what he has to say. As we say, every Monday is all about you guys coming in and having your say. So Lucius, I hope you are there. I hope we can get to hear you. Let me see whether you've been able to join or you are joining. Let me also make sure that the guys can be able to hear you. Hi, how are you, Lucius?
I'm fine. What about you?
I'm still recovering from the loss.
Hey, my friend, even me, I have not healed since yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
We thought at least we won with Burnley.
Mm-hmm.
We thought the Man City was not in a good form, but they went ahead and still hammered us 3-0. Not just
Yeah. Yeah.
serious. Hey,
It's a sad situation. Yeah.
people may talk about system.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a sad situation.
Yeah.
So right now, my United fans, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
You should be checking pressure before weekend,
Mm-hmm.
because some of us may even faint before that game.
Yeah. Now, let me ask you, what do you think about Amorim saying that he won't change?
You know, Amorim, first thing, the board led by Omar,
Mm-hmm.
those Willocks, they went for Amorim.
Mm-hmm.
They had many options.
Mm-hmm.
So Amorim, before joining United, he told me my system is this: I'm going to play 3-4-3, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He was clear about that one.
Mm-hmm.
So they went ahead and signed him. Come here, play your system.
Mm-hmm.
So, and if you hear his recent interview saying, I'm not going to change the system now. If they want to change formation,
Mm-hmm.
the team should, the board should change the coach.
Yeah.
That guy is clear about that formation.
Mm-hmm.
And me, the formation, the other day I had it, that formation, okay, that formation can work.
Mm-hmm.
But for that formation to work,
Mm-hmm.
everyone should be fit
Mm.
and everyone should be a master in his position.
Yeah.
Yeah. This formation is not that formation you should gamble.
Mm.
So playing Bruno as holding midfielder, that number 8 is wasting us.
Yeah.
If you can remember that game we played with Arsenal,
Mm-hmm.
Bruno conceded a silly corner and they went ahead and scored us.
Yeah.
The goal against Fulham, Bruno did not track back Smith Rowe.
Yes.
He went and scored.
Yeah.
The first goal against City, Bruno Fernandes was just watching Phil Foden.
Mm.
Bruno Fernandes was one who should cover Phil Foden. Phil Foden just a simple pass and he headed it was the goal.
Mm.
So that one, I think that midfield is not balanced.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not balanced.
Yeah.
And that midfield, that middle of the park, that system, it needs energetic in midfielder. Someone with the athleticism, someone who can run 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Casemiro is not a bad player, but this modern football, my friend, this modern football, Casemiro is almost at 34 years.
Yes.
Casemiro in that midfield, if you put that, you just expect he will be overrun. We need a pressing machine in that midfield. Casemiro is a good player, but it's not a pressing machine.
Yeah.
Casemiro is a destroyer, but when you look like somebody like Rodri, Rodri is a pressing machine.
Yeah.
You know, if you yell one mistake, just you lose the ball, you are punished.
Yeah.
And yesterday, Man United played like it was not a team. I don't know, they are in training. And that injury of Cunha and Mason Mount, it wasted us. Mount, if you look at the work rate of Mount,
Yeah.
I like the Mount. Mount presses all time. Mount presses, and from front, and Cunha. And when we lose the ball, Mount comes deep in the midfield to create overload.
Yeah.
But yesterday, you saw Ahmad was just a passenger in the field. Bruno himself completely.
Yeah.
And then I feel like we need. I don't know when Martinez will be back.
Yeah, probably we need players like Martinez back. But one thing that we can agree on is Luke Shaw also is not performing well. And he's still at the club.
Yeah.
He's still at the club. Why
Luke
couldn't
Shaw.
Amorim take him out?
That one I cannot blame Amorim. You see, Amorim is just the first summer window as Man United coach. So let us hope, we hope this guy will stay next summer and bring the players that he needs.
Okay, so
the other thing,
yeah. So as you say that Tyler Wilde, or is it Tyler Weed? Let me just say Tyler. Tyler is asking, are you Amorim in or out?
Amorim in. You see, we as much as we are losing, football is about results. Let me go behind the last season.
Yeah.
Last season, Manu was just playing football. At the 90, there's a certain games we played. Even we played 90 minutes without a shot on target.
Yeah. Just a quick one. Do you mind turning down the radio?
Let me turn 1 minute. Let me.
Okay.
I was just relaxing the pain of yesterday with the Rumba.
No worries. The issue is actually we can't hear you quite well as we are risking to be banned because we are online live. You know, things
Now
to do with copyrights.
Yeah, you are getting me. So look like last season, there are certain games we played without even shot on target. But right now, when you look at statistics, Man United is one of the teams that has created big chances.
Yeah.
Football is a game of chances. When you create your chances, you must convert them and punish your opponents.
True.
You see, Sesko had a couple of chances. If you look with that chance of Mbeumo, I don't know, he thought he was offside, I don't know. And look what Haaland had, how many shots on target. He had only those chances. I think that one that he hit a bar post, he missed. He could have scored that trick. Out of, let's say, 3 or 4, he converted 2.
Yeah.
And you converted 2. That's something Amorim needs to work on. You need to convert your chances that you get. If you create more chances and you don't convert, you will be punished. That's how football works.
True. And
you may play.
Yeah. Continue. Hello.
So your opponent will just create one chance and you will punish. And that's how you lose points. At the end of the day, people want to see results. They don't want to see ball possessions.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. If you look today, the way we're playing this season and next season, I think Amorim has tried to improve a bit.
Yeah.
Whereby right now we are creating chances. That's why I still hope for Amorim can do best here. That's why I'm Amorim in.
Okay.
Let's give this guy time, and the board should. I think like January we need a midfielder, a serious midfielder. The caliber of Baleba, Adam Watron, I don't know. The board should do something.
Yeah, yeah. And finally, before I let you go, you said that we need to get the players going. We need to sign new players, and also we need to keep Amorim. How long do you think we should keep him? Because we have Chelsea's coming. Chelsea in the next game on Saturday. We have West Ham. We have Brentford that are coming, and this is our worst start since 1992. Basically, a point every game. So how much patience should the United fans give Amorim as well as the board? Because the board did come out today and say that they are fully supporting the manager.
Yeah, the board came out. I've seen that story. But I think right now the problem is that is fan base of Man United. Many fans feels like Amorim is letting them down. But me, I think we should judge Amorim like after 10 games this season.
Okay.
That's what I can say.
Okay.
Then you can sack Amorim, bring another coach. He changes the system. The results will be good but temporary. Look what Ten Hag did. Ten Hag came up with his philosophy. It worked well. He finished around top 3. And then look what happened again. These same players, they went against him.
Yeah.
I think Amorim should be given time, and he should be given his place, the players that he wants. First of all, a player like Bruno should not be playing at Man United.
Yeah.
Many fans may not agree with that, but Bruno right now he should go. The likes of Luke Shaw, Maguire, those players should be not wearing Man United shirts.
Yeah.
They are not even, they don't die for the badge. And the player that I can say at least is fighting for the badge, I only see Duke. That guy, that Amorim sign. And then the other thing I like about Amorim, look who is signing. Look like player like Mbeumo.
Yeah.
Look players like Cunha. Look players that he is bringing like Duku.
Yeah.
I saw something online. He had a meeting, a cup of tea with this guy of Bournemouth, Semenyo.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you look at the players that guy is going for.
Yeah.
He wanted Watkins, but the board decided I'm giving you Sesko. He wanted Emilio Martinez, the goalkeeper, and the board gave him Lamine. So I think Premier League is competitive. You cannot have your players that you depend like your number 6 is 30 years old and you expect him to press the whole game 90 minutes.
True.
No.
Yeah.
Even me, I don't blame Amorim. People are saying we are losing and you are changing Ugarte, you are bringing Casemiro. So
True. Yeah.
those
So
players, we have players who cannot run 90 minutes and press. I think people should understand that.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, thank you for your comments. In case you are on TikTok, you've seen that Lucius has been our first guest. Thanks, Lucius, for having your views. having your comments. I also want to invite guys on YouTube, on Facebook. I've posted a link for you to request to join the call. You have your views. I'm also seeing guys asking to request on TikTok. So, Lucius, thanks very much for your comments. Let's get views from other fans. Asante sana.
Thanks.
Okay. Yeah, so you've heard what Lucius has said. He's up for giving the manager time. If you want to come onto the mic, I just saw 2 join requests, but unfortunately they've disappeared. So I've also posted a link on YouTube, a link on Facebook as well. You can join that link. You can click on that link. I'll get a pop-up for you to join. Come on, put your mic on. Let's hear what you say. If you're on TikTok, send a join request as I read some of the comments here. So I mentioned that Santos has joined the UKG family. Karibu sana. MKY, you said that the system is okay, but the game is due. The game is... we lost the game due to bad defense. It's normal. Papito, it's the first time I'm seeing you on the comment section. Karibu sana to the UKG stream. You are saying let's not change the coach. MKY, you continue and say Amorim's system is a complete system. There are instances where the center back should jump on the extra man. And you are very, very correct on that. As well as what Lucius has said, the players need to be very competitive. They need to fight hard for the ball. They need to give their all. Because some of the times you are seeing that players are just relaxed. For example, I said yesterday, Luke Shaw was playing with pre-season pace. He was getting the ball, he was standing, tracking back a bit with the ball, and we need to move fast. You notice whenever United move the ball fast, we unlock defenses. Julius Massive gave us 100 likes. Thanks for that. MKY are saying, so the 2-man pivot is not a liability. It is a liability. It is a liability because you find that now teams know when you overload United's midfield, then you've won the battle. And in the preview, I did say that the battle will be won in the midfield. And such high-profile games, they are all about fine margins. They are all about fine margins. So as much as he wants to play the 2-man pivot, then he needs to provide them with support. Either one of the center-backs pulls up or one of the number 10s comes down. Active member, the first caller of the day. And he also gave us a heart. Thanks very much for that. MKY, the system can also create an extra man during build-up phase. Yes. And I mentioned that, unfortunately, the players we have don't realize that they are supposed to do that. Cheriot, a legend, always here with us. Sijahil, man, kwani game tulicheza ya Arsenal ilikuwa 2-1 of hivyo. Same thing a lot of fans are saying. We played well versus Arsenal and then all of a sudden things went wrong. But you have to appreciate Mount and Cunha. Those two made a huge difference in the Arsenal game. Imagine we had both in the City game. Mount's athleticism, Cunha's athleticism. It would have been ideal. But anyway, it's history now. Eddie, welcome to the UKG family. Eddie, thanks for following us. Amorim, in or out? Tyler asked. For me, as Lucius has said, I still want to give him the support. I still want him to be here. Let's support him. Right now, Amorim has not been given all the players that he needs. He hasn't been given the midfielders he wanted. As you heard Lucius say, he wanted Martinez, he did not get him. He wanted Watkins, he did not get him. So in the midfield, we need something done, as well as fullbacks. Right now, Ahmad is off form. Dogu seemed out of form or out of his thoughts. In that game, his crossing was very pathetic. So we need options. You look at Shaw, he shouldn't be wearing that United shirt. He's one of the players that should have left a long time ago. Cheriot, you are saying, I thought we'll build from the game and start scoring. Ni kama sasa tumerudi form ya last season. Yeah, exactly. It's a familiar feeling. We could have gone to the next stage, but yet again, it's Man City. It's a difficult fixture. So if we also become realistic, City at home and them losing 2 games on the bounce, it will have been very difficult for them to lose the 3rd game. I don't think guys are really disturbed by the loss. They are disturbed by how we lost. If United gave the Arsenal performance or the Burnley performance or Fulham performance and we lost, I'm sure guys will have been positive. They will have been like, yeah, at least we are seeing some changes. But if you look at the 3 games we played in the Premier League, you look at this one, you start getting that feeling that you're back to last season. So for most fans, including myself, it's not that we lost, it's how we lost. We shouldn't be losing games in that way. Vintex 835 or 6 835, thanks for joining the stream, as well as you've dropped 100 likes. You're such a legend. Thanks very much for that. Yeah, you joined also the UKG squad. You joined the UKG family. Karibu sana. Let me call that party animal because it's an emoji of an animal and confetti. So allow me to call you party animal unless you tell me what your name is. Welcome on board to the UKG family. Tyler, you were saying, I feel we can't sack another manager. I don't think he's the problem. There is a bigger problem. Exactly. And I said it yesterday in the review. Right now we are looking for someone to blame, and the easiest person to blame is Amorim. Of course, he's made mistakes. He has he's not using the players to their strengths. And if we look at someone to blame, the easiest target is like Amorim, it's Bruno, it's Ugarte, but there is a much bigger issue at the club. Tyler, you go on saying, but with some of Amorim decisions, he's going to sack himself. Yes, exactly. And what he said about him not changing, well, it's like him asking for the sack. You remember after the Grimsby game what he said? It's like he said, the players have given me a message, and when we come to the international break, we will decide. So it's like he's asking for the sack. But it's good that the board came out today and said we are still supporting him. And one thing we need to understand is that this is Berada's appointment. Berada actually said, I won't go for any other manager, I'll go for Amorim, because City wanted him. City wanted him to replace Pep. And we know that City can support Amorim with the sort of system he's playing. So the difference between us and teams like Liverpool, City and Arsenal, we don't have that capacity to spend as much as we can. So I agree with everyone that we need to stick with him. We need to give him some time, but if he does not get us some points in the next coming games, then it's really difficult to support him. Vintex, you're saying our midfield is a big problem in Manchester United, not Amorim at all. I agree with you. Yeah, and Amorim needs also to actually retrospect and say, Kobe Mainu, whenever he has played so far this season, he's had a good performance. You saw him come in the City game. There is a video of him dribbling past three City players, and Pep has his hands on his head because he knew that Kobe could make something happen. So in the next game, if Amorim doesn't start Kobe, then basically it's him asking for the sack. As Tyler has said, if he doesn't start Kobe in the next game, in the Chelsea game, then definitely he's asking to be sacked because Kobe so far has shown that he can play. Cheriot, you are saying if we continue like this, we should apologize to players who've left the club. Yeah, to some extent, yes. We should apologize, but at the same time, we need to understand, and I said it in one of the previous lives, that most of the time when a player goes to another club, they see it as a new lease of life. They find that the environment is different. They start training hard. They start showing that I was not the problem. It's the previous club that was the problem. But after some time, you look at the players we've sold, what happens to them? They start performing poorly. You remember someone like Lukaku? What happened? What happened to Lukaku? Started having issues. You look at all those players who've led the club, they usually have 1 or 2 good seasons, and then they start becoming poor players. And of course, you also have to compare the leagues. For example, you can't compare Premier League with Serie A. Once you've played in the Premier League, Serie A is much easier to play in. So there are those two aspects. But at the same time, we've let some players go who could have actually helped us. For example, Højlund, I didn't want us to sell him or to take him out on loan. He could have been our second option. He could have given that competition to Šeško, and competition improves players. So, Chariot, I agree with you on that. So as I said, in case you're on YouTube, in case you're on Facebook, I've posted a link there. Unfortunately, the link can't be shown here because I blocked links. Some guys were trying to market their stuff. So I've blocked links. But if you go on YouTube, Facebook, you'll see a link there, and you can ask to join. Let me see whether there's anyone. Nope, there's no one. Also, if you're on TikTok, request to join, have your say, and mute your mic. Let's have a chat. Kieran, you're saying, or is it Kiran? I'm sorry, I'm very poor at pronouncing names. If I'm mispronouncing it, I humbly apologize. Let me call you KH so that I don't mispronounce that name. It's quite tricky for me. Thanks for joining the stream. Thanks for joining the chat. It's the first time I'm seeing you. Welcome to the UKG family. Welcome to the UKG squad. Mind the gap, Manchester United. Yes. The gap is growing bigger. Right now, I said yesterday in the review that right now we are in the Sunderland level and the Burnley level thereabout. We are in those teams that are usually from 20th position to around the 15th, 14th position there. That's where we are at the moment. So unless something happens, I don't see us going in the top half of the table. Getting top 10 with the way we are performing, it will be really difficult. Because you look at right now, we have 4 points out of 4 games. We have 34 games to go. So it means that if we continue with 1 point per game, we will be in the relegation spot. You look at Amorim, he's only had 8 points from 31. No, sorry, he has won 8 games from 31 Premier League games. If you pull up the table, since he joined, Manchester United should be relegated. So we better start winning matches. For example, in the Chelsea game on Saturday, the team needs to show that they're actually improving. At the moment we get Martinez in that midfield, will be sorted. Still, we need to find a way to support the midfielders. As much as we get Baleba, for example, and Liverpool have started sniffing around him, there is that report that came in from Indikaila, or is it Indikaila? He said that Liverpool are looking at signing Baleba in January. So Baleba might say, okay, Liverpool is much better. I have a chance of winning trophies than United, so let me go there. So even as much as we want to bring those midfielders, the system needs to work. For example, the players need to understand that whenever we are in the transition, whether defensively or offensively, we need to provide support in the middle of the pack. And then Quarez, that's a very interesting name. Thanks for joining the stream. Thanks for commenting on the chat. You're saying Amorim is best, but his problem is playing players out in the wrong position or out of position. Yeah, exactly. Amorim has that habit of playing players out of position. You look at Bruno, he's a number 10. Ahmad is a number 10. I saw one comment on our YouTube channel on one of the videos. The person who commented was saying that number 10s are playing as wingers. The wingers are playing as fullbacks. The number 10s are playing as midfielders. So he's playing people out of position. So as I mentioned, there are 2 ways to build a team, or there are 2 ways to win matches or set up a team. The first way is you look at the players you have, you come up with a philosophy and a tactic that suits the players, the tools you have. System number 2 is you have a set philosophy like Pep and Amorim, and you buy the players you need. So clearly, as Lucius said also in in the call or on the call, he said that he needs support. He needs to be supported with the players. Yeah, that's simple. He needs midfielders, he needs fullbacks, he needed a goalkeeper, he needed a forward, but still those options are not good enough. You can't compare us with City. You can't compare us with Arsenal. You can't compare us with Liverpool. And those are the teams we want to compete with. Let's be realistic. Let's be a bit realistic. Starting over with another coach will be a disaster and short term. Yes, Chariot, precisely. And this is why I like doing the shows on a Monday, because after the emotions go down after the game, we start actually looking at facts. We start thinking logically. Because right now we get another manager. Fine. We start all over again. And that's one of the messages that the board has said today. That United are losing by fine margins, which is true. You look at how we are playing, we are much better. It's just that for some reason the players are not up for it. Bryant Juguna, where did you go, my friend? Bro, where did you go? You were very active some time ago, then you went missing. It's good to have you back. You said yesterday Amorim had a chance to try something else with Bruno as a 10, with two midfielders. Exactly. Personally, I would have gone with Casemiro and Kobe in midfield and Bruno as a 10. But none of that happened. So, yeah. So the players let us down, the manager let us down, and also the club itself has let the fans and the manager down, because we did need a midfield. I wish we could have even gotten one on loan. Yeah. So it's a sad situation, and I agree with you. Amorim had a chance to actually show that he has plan B, plan C, plan D. But it came to a point where he was a bit clueless. Then Bryant, you're saying it's time he leaves. He is not flexible. We are too exposed. Let's bring Mourinho. He will win us the EPL. Yeah, Mourinho will come in, give us that manager bounce. But is he a long-term manager? Is he a long-term project? Right now, United are trying to have a long-term project like Liverpool, like City, like Arsenal. So, yeah, Mourinho can come in as a stopgap, but at the end of the day, he was here. He didn't succeed. He has been at multiple clubs. He's been sacked. He went to Roma, got sacked. He went to Turkey, got sacked. He went to Tottenham, he got sacked. So at the end of the day, we'll still go back to the same cycle. So, yeah. For me, short-termism, I'm not up for it. Yesterday I said I'm tired. Honestly, I'm tired of this cycle. If I'm honest, I'm tired with this cycle. Because we hire and fire, we start all over again, we are back to this. So whatever happens in the future, I think only God knows. But for me, I'm just tired, to be honest. I just want United to win. I don't even care whether we play possession football, we play counter-attack football, we play defensive football like Atletico Madrid, we play like City, we play like Liverpool. I don't care what style or what system or what formation. I just want us to win. Because I'm very tired of this cycle. Honestly, I am. Yeah, and as that Defray is saying, I am tired. Yeah, I'm tired. I'm tired as well. I'm really, really exhausted with this. Tyler, you are saying, did you see what Bruno said in the interview? Yes, and it's the honest truth, and I liked what he said. I wish I can show the video, but it's too long. I might get flagged for copyrights. But I liked what he said. It's the truth. The players need to step up, even himself. And I like the interviewer asked questions in the right way. We are tired of these apologies like the fans deserve better. The fans always support us. We feel sorry for the fans. We are not happy with the results. We need to improve. No, but the interviewer was like, what do you need to do to improve? Tell us, what do you need to do to improve? What do you think the team should do? Those are now the questions we need to ask these players. I even loved, I liked and I loved the questions that Amorim was being asked. The system is not working. What are you going to do about it? Then he says, I'm not going to change. Clear message, straight to the point. We need to start asking those questions like, hey, it's not working. What are you going to do about it? Bruno is asked. Yeah, let's mention players. Let's say, for example, Yoro did not step up or Ugarte did not cover space. It's high time now we say it as it is. The fans are getting tired. As Diffre is saying here, I am tired. We invest a lot of our time, our money, our emotions, our mental health to go and watch this team play, and to them it seems like they are unbothered. How can you concede 3 in a derby and then now it's when you're starting to perform? The moment you concede the first goal, you should play like mad dogs to get that equalizer, to get a winner. You push till the last minute. Yes. Playing Jeff, a legend, always with us since day one. He says, playing Bruno at 8 will ruin his career or Amorim's career at United. Exactly. And in our private football chat, I do have some old mates we chat privately. I said that this insistence on certain players will be his downfall. You remember Ten Hag? He insisted on Anthony. He insisted on Martinez. He insisted on Onana. He insisted on Højlund. And in the end, he left. You can't keep insisting on players who are not performing. Amorim himself says we need to be brave. We need to be courageous. Is he brave? Is he courageous? For example, Ugarte, you've not performed. Bruno, you've not performed. You are not playing the next game. Show them that you need to compete. As much as he's saying Kobe needs to compete, also Bruno needs to compete. Yeah, Tyler, thanks for the 100 likes. Much appreciated. Pure legend. Jeff, you're saying City also have eye for Baleba because of Rodri injury concerns. Exactly. And you remember when we had that chat, that live about Baleba, we said that if we miss out on him this summer, it will be very difficult to get him because now teams want midfielders. The next window, the January and next summer, it will be all about midfielders. This summer was all about attackers. You remember the summer before, it was all about defenders, fullbacks, centre-backs. Then it transitioned to, or it moved to forwards. Right now it's midfielders. If Baleba goes, the other options like Wharton. Yeah. So what happens if we drag our feet and don't go for those options? So United need to step up their game in terms of supporting the manager. And I said yesterday, even if we sack Amorim, the next manager comes in, he will still need midfielders. Casemiro is past it, as Lucius has said. He can't play full 90. We know that Ugarte is unable to play in the Premier League. Probably if he goes to another league, he will perform well. Yeah, so that's it. Yeah. Tyler, thanks for joining the UKG squad. Karibu sana. Jeff, pure legend, for giving us 100 likes. Thanks very much. Salute to you. You not only follow us, you're not only a regular, but you've also given us 100 likes. Karibu sana. I think what I'll do, I tried setting up a league table or a like table ranking basically on the on the stream, but it's not working. Also, I tried having the chat scene working, but I don't know. They keep disappearing, but probably let me leave it there. It will work. Nola, Nolan Vin, you're asking. Sorry about that. You're asking, what do you think Manchester against Chelsea? It will be a really, really difficult fixture, to be honest. It's a difficult fixture because now it's a must win. Not a draw, not a loss. It's a must win. It's a must win because if Amorim doesn't win this, imagine the pressure that will be on him. And especially he makes the same mistakes with selection. I can't imagine the fallout. We already have talks or leaks that the dressing room, the players are not happy with the system. They are happy with the manager, yes. They are supportive of him, but they are not happy with the system. The players are saying that they are being played in the wrong positions, which is true. Everyone can see. The optics are not wrong. So, Nolan Vin, thanks for joining the stream. It's the first time I'm seeing you. Karibu sana. Welcome to the UKG stream, UKG family. I feel at home. For me, that game is a must win. So we only have a couple of minutes before we end the stream, so I'll go through the chats quickly. In that interview, Bruno threw young players like Yoro under the bus. Yes, he did. And we know that Bruno is our captain, but to me, he's showing that he's not captain material. Bruno is not the sort of player who will see things going wrong and lift up the team. How many times have we seen it? We need to now start thinking of letting him go, as much as he's our best player in terms of attack. But next summer, we should make plans to let him go. We should start looking for another captain. For example, De Ligt can be a very good captain. He lifts up the team. You see him fighting. He fights for the badge. You even look at Mbumo. Mbumo was talking to the players. He was like trying to lift them up. You see him telling them, come on, we can do this. So Bruno currently is not exhibiting captain material. Then you say Roy King did that and was sold. Yes, exactly. Standards. Bruno protected himself in that interview and blamed others. It was wrong. Yes, he did. But at the same time, I'm happy he did call out names. We can't keep getting apologies. Most of the time, you won't admit to your mistakes, which is human. It is human not to admit to your mistakes. It is human to deflect attention to others. But of course, if someone made a mistake as much as you did, we need to call them out. How many times have we said here, Ugarte is not performing, Shaw is not performing, Onana was not performing, Anthony was not performing. We need more of that. Is it Bril or Briil, or is it... I'm very poor at pronouncing names. Sorry for butchering your names, guys. If I mispronounce your name, please, I apologize. I'm very sorry. Welcome to the UKG family. Mad respect to Cowboy Massive for giving us 100 likes. Pure legend. Mohammed, a usual, a regular, a legend, always with us on the stream. You say also United need a good wing back who can create chances, also scoring. Yes, we do need wing backs. I wish we could get Semenyo. We lied to him about the wages, but if we can get Semenyo right now, if you are on FPL, you can see he's giving a lot of points. He's performing well, he's scoring goals, he's creating chances. Yeah, Jeff, I agree with you. De Ligt makes a better captain. Not even good, better captain. And then Mohammed, you're saying, whatever position the coach plays you have to perform good. And I agree with you. At some level, you have to perform. And some time back, I mentioned that I like the Dutch philosophy. If you follow Dutch sports, whether it's football, whether it's rugby, whether it's hockey, whether it's basketball, they have a philosophy that a player should be able to play in any position. A midfielder should be able to play as a forward, should be able to play as a defender. A wing back should be able to play as a central defender, as a midfielder, as a forward. But these players, I think they want to be too specialized in their position. And football is changing. Yesterday we saw what Kusanov was doing, what O'Reilly was doing. They were coming into midfield. You saw Haaland had 7 or 8 clear clearance is in his box, regardless of whether it was a set piece or not. He was there clearing the ball. He's not a defender, but his clearances were far much better than the defenders. So this aspect of I'm being played out of position, that's why I am not performing. To me, I would say at least give 70%. At least. I like what Mourinho said. Mourinho said there are fundamentals. There are fundamentals of play that every team should have. For example, defending, attacking, being compact during defensive phases. Yeah, so thanks to everyone who's joined. We've come to the end of the show. Unfortunately, I didn't get to get as many callers as I would have hoped, but there's always next Monday. I want to appreciate everyone who's been on the stream, everyone who's been on the chat. I also want to go back and appreciate everyone. We had Santos Ronald, who joined the UKG family, MKY. Thanks for coming on and commenting. Papito, thanks very much. Julius Massive giving us 100 likes. Lucius coming on. Not only did he join the UKG family, he also came on and was our first caller of the day. I also forgot to mention that Santos joined and he gifted us 1 hat. Thanks very much. God bless you. You are such a legend. Cheriota, as always, one of our legends. MKY, I think I've mentioned. Eddie has joined the UKG squad. Karibu sana, Eddie. We have Tyler as well, who came on the first time, commented, gave us a follow. You're such a legend, such a legend. Hope to see you in the UKG streams. We have Vintex as well, Vintex835, who's joined the UKG squad, a pure legend. And you also gave us, you followed and you gave us 100 likes. You also have, let me say, party animal, because the emoji is like an animal and confetti, so party animal. Thanks for joining the UKG family. Who else joined the stream? Let's see. We have Kiran, who also joined, made a comment. Quarez as well. Thanks for joining the stream. And also I appreciate your comment. Bryant Juguna went missing but came back. Thanks for joining. Who else am I missing? Let me see. Scrolling down. Yeah, Tyler Wild also joined the UKG family and also gave us 100 likes. Jeff Ahmed, as always, a legend of the stream. He gave us 100 likes. Nolan Vin as well with a very, very good question. Thanks for joining the stream. Thanks for commenting. Let me see. Mohammed, such a legend. And then we have Alfie7. I think Alfie, is this your first time joining the stream and commenting? Let me know. You watching Portugal Legends versus the rest of the world? It's on ITVX. What minute is it? Probably I'll watch it after this because we are ending the stream. So yeah, and also Alfie7, thanks for giving us 100 likes. So yeah, I think if the game is on, it's starting now. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll watch it. As I'm taking my supper, I'll watch the game. So thanks very much for everyone who joined. Of course, I'll meet you next on Friday. We go live on Mondays, Tuesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, Sunday. So tomorrow we won't be live unless there's breaking news, unless there's something that has popped up that we need to discuss. But as much as we are not meeting tomorrow and Thursday, it's always good to see you. Thanks, Ayatollah Jr. for also joining the UKG family. Karibu sana to the UKG squad. Right now we are at 3622 out of 4,000 followers on TikTok. We are close to hitting our target of 4,000 followers. So make sure you also invite more guys to join the UKG squad. Let me just check how many subscribers we have so far on YouTube. If you haven't watched our profile video of Andre Onana, please make sure you do. We've posted the video. Let me see whether I can play a teaser before we end the live. Come on. Let me see. Just hold on, guys. Don't log out. I want to see how many subscribers we have so far. 90 subscribers. We've gotten one more subscriber today. So thank you, legends. Thank you. If you haven't given us a subscription on YouTube, please go there. And also you'll get to see that very nice video of Andre Onana, which we posted last week. So I'll play a teaser. We get to see it so that I push you guys to go and watch it. It's a really nice video. It's our first profile video we've done. So make sure you go there and watch it. So let me just play a short teaser for you guys. Let me share it. How will I minimize this so that you guys can be able to see it? Let me see. Yeah, I think that's good enough. Let me play the teaser video for you guys to just see. Make sure you also go there, you watch it, and let us know if whether we did a good job. Give us your feedback as well. It's always good to get feedback from our fans. So yeah, let me play a bit of the intro and then I'll let you watch the rest of it.
102 games for Manchester United, a Champions League finalist one year and the face of a crisis the next. This isn't a keeper in a dip, it's a £47 million experiment that never paid off. So how did Andre Onana go from Inter Milan's last line of brilliance to Manchester United's biggest headache? Let's break it down.
And there you go. That is the video we posted, our first profile video we posted on the UKG Facebook page, YouTube channel. Make sure you go there, guys who are watching on YouTube. Make sure you go there. If you're on TikTok, the link is on the description, on the profile description. Click on that link, head over to YouTube. Make sure you watch that video. And thank you very much for being with us. Thank you for joining the discussion. And at the end of the day, we have to make a decision whether we are sticking with Amorim or we let him go. So until Friday, I'll see you on Friday. Have a blessed week, the rest of the week, and I hope to see you on Friday. See you. Bye-bye.